What is going on, everybody? How are you all doing? And welcome back today to the original Road to Glory on FIFA 17, and today's episode number 37 of the series, I believe. And we've got a lot going on today. We've got the Foot Champions Weekly Rewards to open up, and then there's loads of St. Patrick's Day SBCs and stuff that's going on that I'm going to show you. And yeah, there's just going to be generally quite a bit going on in today's episode, I think. So if you do enjoy it, as always, smash a massive thumbs up on this episode, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. It always means a ton to me. We are so close to 5k right now. We're within 100, and when we smash that, I'm going to be doing some IRL football videos over the next month, and I'm also planning potentially on doing a Q&A. So let me know what you think of that, and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, we got the weekly rewards to open up. For those of you that don't know, I think it was in the last episode, we did finish Gold 2, so some semi-decent rewards, and we got informs in packs. I think we've still got 2 sets of man of the matches in packs, and we've now got the green team, the St. Patrick's Day players as well. So the way they seem to be working is you got the basic SBC. Now, as you may have seen a couple of episodes ago, I invested in quite a few Irish players who weren't particularly expensive, and what that has meant is we can do this first SBC very, very comfortably. You can see we're getting bang on 70. We're not throwing all of our gold players at this either. We've still got some gold Irish players that I'm not going to show you, but I think there's McCarthy, Harry Artu. I'm probably going to sell on if we don't need them, basically, for profit, hopefully. But it does mean we're going to be able to complete this, which will get us a green man card, like one of the green team, essentially. Then what happens after that is you've got these premium ones, and they go up and up, and each time you need an extra St. Patrick's Day card. So for this one you need 2, and you get a chance of getting you get a pack, and it's got coins between, how much is this one, the first one? Between 20k and 100k in the first one, and it slowly gets bigger and bigger, and you need more St. Patrick's Day cards to complete it, basically. So what I'm probably going to do is we're going to get one guaranteed, because we're going to get one from this green team thing that we're going to complete. We'll probably do this now, actually. We might as well while I'm talking about it. And then I don't know if this is repeatable or not. If it is, then I may well do it again, because we've probably got the players to do it again, and then we will be able to get the coins. If not, then I'll only do it if we actually, I'm just going to turn my telly down a bit here. I'll only do it if we actually pack a green player in our weekly rewards, if that makes sense. But like I said, I don't know if that's repeatable. We get the St. Patrick's Day player. We also get the green kit, which I'm probably never going to use in all honesty. But you know what? It's decent. Do we get to repeat it? That's the big question here. Yes, we do get to repeat it. That's quite cool. So I think we're going to be able to finish at least one more squad. Let me just see if I can do this really quickly. So we're very close to being able to do it for a second time. Unfortunately, we're not quite there on chemistry, and we're not quite there on rating either. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our weekly rewards, and if worse comes to worse, I'm probably going to buy a couple of the Irish players just to do it again, because I'm only going to need maybe a silver or something like that, and I don't imagine they're going to be going for more than a couple of K, so it's going to be worth it. I mean, you can see we're on 69 squad rating. It needs to be 70, and the chemistry is 79, and that needs to be 90, so we're only at 2 players at most away from being able to complete this again. So here are the weekly rewards. As I've already mentioned, we finished Gold 2, 21 wins we complete when it was all said and done, is what we finished on, which is our worst finish in a couple of weeks, but I think I mentioned it all in the last episode. I was doing a lot of experimenting with the team, and in the end we ended up doing really well in the last few games, so I was quite pleased with how we did at the end of it. Hopefully we can do just as well this weekend. We've actually got the 2 rare mega packs, we have got the rare gold pack, and we've got the St. Patrick's Day player pack to open up as well. Hopefully, if we get Seamus Coleman in this, it would be really nice to replace the one that Rebecca's put in, but then again, saying that, we're only going to trade them both in again anyway for coins. So let's open this one up first, see who our Irish player is going to be. Like I said, they're only going to get traded in again anyway. It's a big flare, it's a centre-back, it's going to be, is that Macaulay? Is it not Macaulay? It's Wilson, not Macaulay. I don't know why I was thinking Macaulay, I don't think he's even Irish. He might be Northern Irish maybe. But yeah, Wilson is only going to get traded in anyway, just for the 2-player one where we can get some coins back, hopefully. So Wilson is the player that we get. Like I say, he's going to be dispensed straight back into there. If we get an Irish player, that will be very nice. That'd save us a little bit of time. The first pack that we open up is going to be all piddly little flares. It's going to be Alexandra Pato. Not a great start. We also get Semedo, we get Nkudu, we get Almiron, we get a squad fitness, and that's something that I'd really like more than anything out of these packs. A lot of squad fitnesses. We are really low, and we were last week as well. And now we've got the 2 rare mega packs. If we're going to get anything, it's likely to be in these. This one's got nothing spectacular in it whatsoever. It's a German strike. It's going to be Volland, 81 rated again, worth nothing at all, unfortunately. Would be nice just to get a semi-decent flare. So anyone here? Wijnaldum, decent. Any Nottingham Forest players, Man United players will be going for a little bit more than usual because of the the SBCs for Roy Keane, but again, that is not looking like an exciting pack. But we do get, oh yes, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squad fitnesses. That will go down very nicely. And now the final pack of the weekly rewards. Like I said, if we don't get a St. Patrick's Day player here, I will go out and buy another one. It's a semi-ripped flare, so this is going to be someone decent. It's going to be Subasic of Monaco, the day after the bloody Monaco knocked City out of the Champions League. Still not fully over that. Always going to be him. I think we got him a couple of weeks ago as well. We also get Sporty Yellow. We get Titi, who's just come out to packs as an inform yesterday. We get Gylfi Sigurdsson. Vazquez. I mean, Mane's a decent pull, actually. Mane might go for a little bit. Danny Rose. We also get Martin. Nothing too exciting there. No other Irish players. But again, 3 squad fitnesses, which pleases me a lot more than it probably should. So there it is, lads. We have completed it for a second time. I did have to go out there and buy Shane Long. I actually sniped him for 3k, which is a ridiculous amount of coins. Never worth that in a million years. But the fact is that we're going to make more than that doing this premium pot of gold thing anyway. So I wasn't too bothered about doing it. But the only other negative is we have had to trade in our untradeable Seamus Coleman. Obviously, he's got no value, but the guy has played 82 games for us and been as solid as a rock. So a bit of a shame to trade him in, but still well worth it. Hopefully we can get, well, I think he's the minimum 20k. We'll find out in just a second, but we get our second St. Patrick's Day player there, and that will allow us to complete the pot of gold SBC. So who's this one going to be? The first one was Wilson. I don't know if there's going to be any that are worth more than the SBC itself. It's a centimetre and whole. It's going to be Mr. David Myler, the FIFA YouTuber himself. 72 rated. That is fine by me. Like I said, we're only going to be trading them in anyway, and hopefully, I was just having a quick glance, the SBC is worth at least 20k we're going to get out of this pack. So for the money that we paid for the Irish players that we invested in, that were only like 1,000 coins each, this is going to be well worth it, because it's all players that we bought, and I think there was only 5 of them maybe, including the Shane Long that we just bought is 8k. Everyone else has just got from bronze pack method, so very, very pleased, really. So there we are, lads. Simple as that. It's a really nice one, actually. Since we've got the 2 St. Patrick's Day cards already, you could do any team around them as long as it's got nice chemistry. And we've just done League 2 English players, basically, all from the bronze pack method. So they've come in handy once again. We're going to complete this SBC. And from this, we can get a minimum of 20k, which will be pure, well, not pure profit. I think we'll have made like 15, 10k profit from that. But it could be a lot better as well. What's the most you can get? So the minimum's 20. The most that you can get is, that's the wrong one. It's oh, you can only do it once. I assume it's 20 to 100k. It looks like you can only do it once as well by the looks of that. But let's open up this pot of gold pack, see how many coins we're going to be making. I mean, like I said, 20k is worst case scenario, and that will mean that we've made profit as well. It's all, oh, it's made up of 5 coin items. We've got 1500, 1500, 1500, 3k, 3k, 3k. So in fact, that does not look too bad. Let me just figure this out. Yes, that's 25k we've made there, lads. That is not too bad whatsoever. Let's redeem all these now. I didn't realise it was going to come in such a strange way with all these individual coin rewards, but it's 25k that we got, and that, like I say, being as though we only had to pay 5k for the Irish players that we bought in, is absolutely fantastic. So lads, this is now the next day, as you might be able to tell by the change of clothes. Basically last night, after I'd finished doing the SBCs and doing the packs and, you know, selling on all the stuff that we got from the weekly rewards, I decided to play one game with the team in Division 3. Main reason was because we played 9 games with the team already, and that one game obviously gives you that extra loyalty bonus that we needed to get the team onto full, well, I wouldn't say full chem, because we still only got 97 chemistry on the team as a whole, but it did get us to the maximum possible chemistry that we could get with the team. I also went out and bought man of the match Escudero to replace Tremolinas, but I did that after this match because, I mean, Escudero, I only used him for one game before, but I really liked him, and then I had to sell him because he didn't fit the team we were using, and I actually managed to pick him up for 13,500 coins, which I thought was an absolute steal to get him for that. I think he's going for about 15, 16k, so not bad there whatsoever. The game that we played against, we actually ended up doing really well in this match. I'm really enjoying this team, and I think it just shows that although it's not a full chemistry team, you can still do well with these kind of teams, if that makes sense. You shouldn't let chemistry completely overrule your team. I do think, obviously, that, I mean, 97 isn't far off 100, but I know there are people out there that won't touch a team unless it's got 100 chemistry, and I think sometimes you've got to sacrifice a bit of chemistry to get into the team players that you enjoy using, if that makes sense, and that's exactly what we've done with this team. Now we bought Escudero, and I've done a few bronze packs as well, doing the bronze pack method to try and get some more useful players in, consumables, that kind of stuff. We're actually left on this account now with around 60,000 coins now. I don't think I'm going to be playing much Weekend League this weekend because Mass Effect's come out on EA Access, so I'm probably going to be playing that quite a lot this weekend. So I will be doing some Weekend League, but I definitely this weekend won't be doing the 40 matches. And the big question is, where do we go from here on this account? Because we've built this team, I'm really happy with it, but the next step up for the team in a lot of these positions are the very, very expensive players. Your likes of your Pogbas would really improve this team. Messi or Neymar would improve the team because we'd be able to get that strong link into Suarez. But I'm really not sure where to go with it unless we just save up coins now and save them for Team of the Season, which is only probably a couple of months away now, maybe a bit more than that. But keep the coins, don't splurge out too much, and then when Team of the Season does come around, we will have the coins to go out there and perhaps pick up a couple of players that will improve the team. Now, I say this, I don't think there's any chance in hell that we're going to be sticking with this team until then. I'm sure we'll be changing the team quite frequently, but right now, obviously we're trying to fit in the red cards that we unlocked from last month's rewards from Foot Champions, and that's probably going to be the same again next month if we do get red cards that are useful to us from the monthly rewards. Because like I say, although I mentioned this a couple of episodes ago, although I'm not taking Foot Champions anywhere near as seriously now, I still do want to get gold monthly, which shouldn't be too much of a push at all. But you've seen the game wind up now towards the end in the background. We actually end up beating the guy 4-1. Like I say, this team is playing exceptionally well. But let me know in the comment section below if there's a particular player that you think would really help this team that we should save towards. Whether you think we should keep it for Team of the Season. Let me know your thoughts. That is going to round off this episode, lads. If you did enjoy it, leave a massive thumbs up, and I'll speak to you all in tomorrow's video. Enjoy the rest of your evening, lads. Enjoy your weekend. Nidge out.
Yo, he's Nidge, plays with big games and player reviews are getting insane. He entertains while he elevates, his video quality resonates. On career mode, he got lots of vids uploading off and he's rocking it. He's got the confidence in all his commentaries. Videos range, they often vary. Got need for speed and a road to glory. Just watching vids, hey, you know the story. The content is underrated.